the AARP, this is no small endorsement. They're endorsing this bill because they know it will strengthen Medicare, not jeopardize it. They know it will protect the benefits our seniors receive, not cut them.
Just 2 days to go before the House vote on health care this weekend. Minority Whip Eric Cantor is unleashing a new web attack against Speaker Pelosi's health care initiative.
Americans want jobs, less government spending, and more economic security. Their bill shows Democrats haven't listened. Our bill shows we have.
Republican Congressman Eric Cantor joins us now live from the Capitol. Thanks so much, Congressman. Let me ask you about the CBO, though, which has scored your bill, says that by comparison, yours would only cover 3 million additional people. It would cost $60 billion through 2019. By comparison, the Democratic bill would cover 36 million, and it would cost 1.055 trillion through 2019. And as the Speaker pointed out today, yours would not prevent continued discrimination against people who have pre-existing conditions. So you're really comparing apples and oranges.
Andrea, great to be on with you, but let me just first try and address the issue of pre-existing conditions first. The Speaker is flat out wrong. Our bill does address the situation. We don't want to see people with pre-existing conditions denied coverage. We go about it in a different way. In fact, we go about it the same way the Democrats go about it in the first couple of years of their bill. We go about creating high-risk pools called universal access programs at the state level. And what that means is that people with pre-existing conditions will not see interruption of their coverage, period. So that's flat out wrong by the Speaker. I will say, as far as this...
But if I'm correct, your bill would not specifically say that insurance companies could not discriminate. It puts people in pools, yes, but that's putting them into the marketplace.
No, Andrea, that's not true. Our bill specifically creates universal access programs, mandates them at the state level, and requiring insurance companies to participate in them. And by doing so, these insurance companies will go and purchase reinsurance to ensure that the pre-existing condition situation does not avoid coverage. I want to be very clear about that because that's been a misstatement several days going this week, and the Speaker is flat out wrong about that.
Now, you were present at the Tea Party rallies that are still continuing at this hour outside. Our own Luke Russert is reporting at this hour some of the more jaw-dropping signs that have appeared. One is "Get the Red out of the White House," "Waterboard Congress," "Traitor to the U.S. Constitution," "Un-American," "McCarthyite," with a picture of Nancy Pelosi. Is that the atmosphere that you think the American people want?
Andrew, what I have seen, and I think America has seen over the last 10 months, is they don't like the extreme policies being proposed by the White House or the majority here in Congress. We saw on Tuesday night, Andrea, an unbelievable victory in Virginia by the Republicans and in New Jersey. These protests here in Washington, the gathering of people from all across the country, is just more evidence of the fact that there is frustration over the direction that Washington is taking.
And I know we don't have much time here at the end of the show. I apologize, and we're going to talk to you, I hope, many, many more times. But are you comfortable with some of the more outrageous, frankly, signs and approaches? And I'm cleaning up some of them that were out there. Are you comfortable with those attacks against the President of the United States?
Listen, I don't think we should engage in personal attacks. But I think, and what I take the message from the gathering of tens of thousands of people on the steps of the Capitol today and the elections on Tuesday is the fact that, you know what, we need some balance here in Washington. Republicans need a bigger seat at the table, and I would hope that the White House and Speaker Pelosi takes from these elections and these gatherings that perhaps maybe we ought to begin to work together to solve some problems. But right now, the agenda that they're pursuing is so far outside the mainstream that it has gotten the ire of the American people up.
Well, we are out of time, but to be continued. But maybe if we didn't have these kinds of signs and personal attacks against Congress, both parties, and against the president, maybe we could get more done up there. But enough said.
Well, certainly, I am all about trying to promote civility, Andrea. We have to start by deeds, and that would mean that the Speaker stop the my way or the highway approach, and the same for the President. And let's all sit down together and see if we can solve the problems of health care. Well, the protesters aren't in elected office, so...
Thanks very much, Eric Cantor.